We'll even get yours today.
Rodney Lyons, remember the name? This kid from the heart of Las Vegas is the real deal. He's not gambling his way to the top, no sir. Rodney's hustle is all about creating killer content, and his game, live streaming. He started small, just a dude with a phone and a story to tell. Now he's got a loyal following, thousands strong, hanging on his every word. Why? Passion, authenticity. Rodney gives a damn about his fans, and it shows. Rodney's journey wasn't all blackjack wins and flashing lights. He put in the work day in and day out, grinding, hustling, learning the game. He knew what he loved, connecting with people, making them laugh, sharing his world. Live streaming was the perfect outlet, raw, unfiltered, real. Just like Rodney, he's living proof that with hard work and a genuine connection, you can build something truly special. Rodney's story is just beginning. He's got that spark, that drive that you can't teach. He's got the Vegas energy flowing through his veins, and with every live stream, he's proving that in the city of dreams, anything is possible. The air crackles with anticipation. It's almost showtime. But before the camera rolls and the chat explodes, there's a ritual. A calm before the storm. Rodney's apartment, usually buzzing with activity, takes on a focused energy. Music, low and steady, sets the vibe. Rodney, methodical and precise, checks his equipment. Camera angles, perfect. Lighting on point. Microphone, testing. He's all about that high-quality, engaging experience for his viewers. But it's more than just tech. Rodney preps his mind. He reviews his notes, the topics bubbling in his mind. He visualizes the connection, the energy he wants to share with his fans. This isn't just a stream, it's a conversation. He runs through his intro, the words flowing effortlessly. This is his element. The energy builds palpable now. Rodney takes a deep breath, a final moment of calm. He's ready. Across the city, lights flicker on. Phones buzz with notifications. Rodney's about to go live. The chat room, usually a steady stream of banter, explodes into a frenzy. Fans from all walks of life brought together by their shared love for Rodney's infectious energy. They greet each other, old friends and new, united by the anticipation of the upcoming stream. Emotes fly across the screen, a digital wave of excitement. Inside jokes and shared memories fill the chat. This is more than just a fandom. It's a community. They've seen Rodney's journey, supported him every step of the way, and tonight they're ready for another dose of his unique brand of entertainment. The countdown begins, a collective holding of breath. 5, 4, 3, the energy is electric, a tangible wave of anticipation. 2, 1. Section 4, showtime! The screen flickers, bursts into life. Rodney's face fills the frame, his grin infectious. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Rodney Lyons, coming at you live from the heart of Vegas. The chat erupts. Greetings, jokes and words of encouragement flood the screen, a digital roar of appreciation. Rodney soaks it in, his smile widening. This is what it's all about. The connection, the energy, the shared experience. He launches into the stream, his energy contagious. He talks about his day, his thoughts, his observations on life in the fast lane. He answers questions, cracks jokes, and engages with his viewers, making each and everyone feel seen, heard, valued. He's a natural storyteller, weaving tales that leave his audience captivated. He's real, he's raw, he's authentically Rodney, and that's what keeps his fans coming back for more. Section 5, a two-way street of energy. Rodney feeds off the energy of his viewers, their enthusiasm fueling his own. He's grateful for their support, their presence in his life. He makes it clear that this isn't a one-way street. This is a community, a shared experience. He encourages their comments, their questions, their participation. He wants to hear from them, to know what resonates, to build that connection even stronger. He shouts out viewers, celebrating milestones and achievements. He offers advice, encouragement, and a listening ear. He's more than just an entertainer. He's a friend, a confidant, a source of positivity and inspiration. The stream flows seamlessly, a blend of humor, heart, and genuine connection. Time flies by, the minutes melting away in the shared energy of the stream. As the stream draws to a close, there's a bittersweet feeling in the air, but Rodney leaves his viewers with words of encouragement, reminding them of their own potential, their own capacity for greatness. He signs off, the screen fading to black. But the energy lingers, a vibrant reminder of the powerful connection forged in the digital space.
If you're a die-hard gamer, then you need to check this out.
Whether you're a casual player or a hardcore enthusiast, there's something here for everyone. Imagine being part of a community that not only shares your passion for gaming, but also offers you the coolest merch to flaunt your love for it. Cave Gaming Network, or CGN, has a new merch line, Lion's Den Merch, which is taking the gaming world by storm. From stylish t-shirts to cozy hoodies, every piece is designed with gamers in mind. The quality is top-notch, and the designs are something you'd be proud to wear both in and out of your gaming sessions. Picture this, a bunch of friends chilling in their virtual cave, hyped up for the next live stream. The atmosphere is electric, the excitement is palpable, and everyone is decked out in their favorite LDM merch. It's not just about watching a stream, it's about being part of a community, a family that shares your passion. One of them, let's call him Reggie, can't stop raving about the Lion's Den merch drop. He's been a fan since day one, and every new drop feels like Christmas morning to him. The designs are fresh, the quality is unmatched, and the comfort? Oh, it's like wearing a cloud.
It's so soft and comfy, you guys. Seriously, you have to feel it to believe it. It's perfect for those long gaming sessions or just lounging around the house. And the best part, it looks just as good as it feels. I can't wait to get my hands on it. Every piece of merch feels like a collector's item. Something you want to show off to your friends and fellow gamers. It's not just clothing, it's a statement. A badge of honor that says, I'm part of the Cave Gaming Network.
And it's super affordable too, mate. You don't have to break the bank to look good and feel great. The prices are just right, making it accessible for everyone, whether you're a student on a budget or a working professional. Perfect for us budget-conscious gamers. We all know how expensive gaming can be, with new releases, DLCs, and in-game purchases. But with CGN merch, you can look stylish without having to sacrifice your next game purchase.
Now, let me tell you, Cave Gaming Network isn't just about merch. It's about creating an experience, a lifestyle that goes beyond the screen. It's about connecting with like-minded individuals, sharing your victories and defeats, and growing together as a community. They've got top-notch entertainment across all their channels. Whether you're into live streams, let's plays, or gaming news, CGN has something for everyone. The content is diverse, engaging, and always up to date with the latest in the gaming world. But here's the kicker. We need your help to grow. The community is only as strong as its members, and we need you to help us reach new heights. Your support means the world to us, and together, we can make CGN the best gaming network out there.
Yeah, side of battle for the grandest. Yeah, The sun dipped low behind the hills. Heat's going quiet, but the thrill still spills. We all tuned in, hearts ablaze for the man who sets the chat ablaze. His words cut sharp like neon light. You think you'll troll, prepare to fight. Rodney's going live tonight. The myth, the man, the legend sight. Electrifying screen ignites. Rodney's going live tonight. Oh! Fingers fly like thunder cracks. His banter's final turning back. He owns the stream, he owns the game. Say his name, yeah, yeah. Say hi, hi, yeah. Don't be shy, shy, yeah. Rodney's live tonight.
RFL came in like a hot Miami storm in the mist, creeping on the field.
Las Vegas Raiders lurking.
Black suits, smooth game, historic names on the wall. But in the RFL, it's about the rookie of the day, be the legends of tomorrow.
Real football league.
The fans shout out loud. One dot, one hit, one sack, one pick. Second string on the bench, got the post, get the win. When the pressure turns up, the X Factors come out, both ready to attack. Cave Game Network, watch the whole place crack. Real football league,
The RFL.
real football league.
The RFL.
Raiders, Bengals, Eagles, Packers, and Colts. Who wants it tonight? Star players rise, superstars are here to shine.
X Factor players rise.
When the game get locked, who steps up tonight? you storm in the midst, dying in the lane. Las Vegas Reapers lurking, sharp suits, cold game. Historic names on the wall, but in the RFL it's about who's then now. Role players in the gray smoke, can they answer loud? One pass, one stop, one rebound, one spark. Bench mob, got the pulse when the pressure turns dark. Top dogs in the dead are both ready to attack. Cave game and network, watch the whole place crack. RFL is live tonight. RFL is live tonight.
Boom, storm, reapers, bombers.
Who wants it tonight? Role players rise, stars hit to shine.
Role players rise.
When the stars get light, who lights up tonight?
Quarterbacks got glide, linebackers got bite. Every defensive back got a reason. Every defensive lineman thinks that it is quarterback season.
Yeah, Eagles with the flow, Colts with the catch, Raiders on the chase, but Packers steal it back. Historic heroes pass down, now the young ones call. Can the quiet names make the loudest call?
If the stadium shakes,
Who stays calm?
if the play breaks down,
Who brings the star?
not just legends,
Not just hype.
it's the X factors that changes the game.
Real football league.
The RFL,
Real football league.
the RFL.
Raiders, Bengals, Eagles, Packers, and Colts. Who wants it tonight? Star players rise. Superstars are here to shine. Here to shine. Here to shine. Superstars are here to shine.
It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Colts and the Eagles, and it comes your way next. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. We thank you for joining us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It is week 2 of the preseason. Greg, as the coaches get ready for this one, you never know a preseason game was what we were preparing for. There was a focus and intensity after getting on the field for the first time as a unit in week 1.
You're exactly right, Mike. We had an opportunity to meet with these coaches, and from the way they talked, you would have thought this was week 10 of the regular season, and I think really what it boils down to, this is a...
One in the books. Who's going to stand out here? Very important week for some. Week 2 of the preseason. And we're off.
My bad, guys.
And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Colts offense going to take the field here for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
And remember now, Mike, since they made the schedule change, this...
There we go.
3-week preseason is really the opportunity to have a dress rehearsal for a lot of these
All right, here we
starters.
go, y'all.
You see them get more game opportunities and game reps, all in preparation for week 1 to kick off. But for the rest of the team, there's the guys looking to fight for roles, and there's a lot of guys just looking to fight to make the roster.
Here's a first carry for their running back. He'll work forward to the 40-yard line. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down. Here comes 3rd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. That's Leggett. He's still on his feet. And he will score. Xavier Leggett. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Now, for the point after. The kick is good. And the Colts are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. He'll start at the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
Make no mistake about it, Mike, even though these games might not mean a lot in the grand scheme of things, they certainly matter when it comes to the evaluation of these rosters. You just can't replicate these situations of live reps in practice. So what do coaches do? They give guys a little bit of taste in the preseason games. Can you separate yourself from the rest of the pack? I'm excited to see who steps up, who makes a case to snatch one of these roster spots over these next couple hours.
He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Javon Holland up to make the tackle. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? From the shotgun, it's Daniel. A gain of 16 on that pass play. Good for an Eagles first down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Daniels now on 1st down. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Here's 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Right side, catch made by Dobbs.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On 1st down, Daniels. Now he takes off, and they'll take this down inside the 35.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Throwing now, Daniels. This one on target, it's Dobbs. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down. To throw is Daniels. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. On the zone read, here's Daniels. And he will do it himself. He's in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Eagles.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. He fields it at the 8. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to get going with their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That one taken in right side by Leggett. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch. He'll drop to throw. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. The pass intended for Xavier Leggett. And that will lead to a second down. McBride is the motion man. This one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Terrell Bernard. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
The Eagles offense ready to take over for their second possession. We'll have a short field ahead as they look to break our tie. It is 1st and 10. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll throw with Daniels. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Dobbs headed in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Daniels. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now a 3rd and 2. Daniels going to keep this himself.
Great work there defensively, Mike. You could tell they were onto that one from the start. They're able to hold him to a short gain on the keeper and force the 4th down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. A tight end in motion now. Off the zone read, Daniels going to hang on to it. And he's going to have the Eagles' first down. He's brought down after a gain of 7 on 4th and 2.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
He'll run again. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback, but here we are. Early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6. 2nd and goal. Throwing is Daniels. He pulls it in around the 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
A nice drive. This is the 9th play coming up. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal? Now, this looks like a design run. And he's going nowhere on this one. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it is 4th and goal.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
His kick is good. And the Eagles will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
The Colts offense back onto the field for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. McBride is the motion man. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Over the middle, he's got Leggett. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. They send a receiver in motion left. Into space at the 45. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. 19 more on that one, and another 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Now, faking the give. He's got a receiver. That's Michael Pittman. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. They'll look to throw again. 1st down throw there is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. They'll run with Spears. Powering forward. He's in. Tajay Spears. Touchdown, Indy. So on 3rd and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on 4th down. Taking care of it on the 3rd down for the touchdown.
Yeah, and when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniels. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. Breece Hall, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down, bringing it all the way to the 25-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
1st and 10. Throwing again. Daniels. Down inside the 10. And he's in. Jalen McMillan. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and end result is still a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, they'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll look middle and finds McBride as tight end. 2nd down and 3. On 2nd down, Spears. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's caught by Spears out of the backfield.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game. When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end. When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
McBride is the motion man. They'll look to throw yet again. That's to the left side, taken in by Harrison. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
Ain't gonna lie, chat. That was an
I love the way
absolute
the ball's
laser.
been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
They're going to motion the tight end over here. Back to the air one more time. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in.
What up, bro?
Touchdown, Colts. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front,
Our
they
game's
deserve some
after.
praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Daniels going to throw again. He's going to keep it himself. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. And they're going to chance things over after picking up that first down.
I mean,
they'll throw with Daniels. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
like people been hitting 100 points on
He's
you.
trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shoulder.
Oh, wow, that was a dot.
Get into the end zone. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Eagles. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the
I'm
end
trying
zone.
to determine where I want to debut my album.
The extra point is good. And the Eagles extend the advantage to a field
If I want to
goal.
do it on TikTok,
It's
if I want to do it on
24 to
Facebook, if I
21.
want to do it on here, if I want to do it on Twitch.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first
My
half.
football
We'll
camp.
see if they can do anything with this kickoff.
I never knew I had one.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I saw those messages.
The Colts offense and Xavier Leggett headed back
But, like,
onto the field. They'll come up here First,
I don't
and
know, bro,
10.
because it's like for 26, I don't know anything about 26.
Back to throw here to begin
Unless
the
it's
drop.
the same as 25, then
Wingles
I
in the
would
middle
just
and taken in
I
by
would just say don't even. I wouldn't
Now the
worry
Colts
about it
will
until
use the first of their
27,
timeouts as they'll stop it with
because
just
then
over
it'd be
40
easier for
seconds
me
go
to be
in
able
the
to
first half.
give you some advice. But as
He'll
far
look to
as
throw.
playing
He'll
football,
get this out to his running back. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough
I mean,
for the first
play
down.
chess, bro. You should put your mind,
They'll throw here
put
on
yourself in a
third
mindset
and short.
where
A
every
throw
time
there,
you play a
caught,
regs game
finally
online,
get. The Colts will signal for their
you are
third
playing
and final timeout.
for $1,000.
They'll look to throw as they get it right at the 30-second mark of
You know
this
what I'm
first
saying?
half. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Finding the open man, that's Pittman.
Bad clock
And
management.
he's going to be brought down. They pass
Oh,
on
new
that
messages?
field goal
All right.
attempt, and they get nothing out of it as the first half
He said,
comes
yes,
to an
you
end.
got a camp now.
All right,
Help
Mike,
you,
thanks very
boy.
much. Back to you and Greg in just a moment. Want to remind everyone, this is week 2 of the preseason. These two teams will have one more tune-up after this next week, before the regular season gets started on the Thursday following Labor Day. We were treated to a fine performance in the first half
Oh,
from
we
the
will.
Heisman Trophy winner,
Because
Jaden
there's
Daniels.
some things
He
I
threw 2
want to know
touchdown
about it.
passes, ran for another, as his guys have the lead at halftime.
3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Eagles offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work
Man, I need
with
new
a
study
first
guide.
and 10.
Yes. No.
Right away,
You're not
they'll set up to
executing it
throw.
right.
He'll be hit as
You
he
have
throws, and that one
to
will
stay
wind
the
up
course, bro. You
incomplete.
have to
Could not
develop.
step into
You
the
have
throw
to
that
develop
time. It'll bring
a
up
game
second
plan
down.
within the chess realm. You have to. You can't go by what I say because every
Goes
opponent is
back
going
in
to
the
be different.
backfield.
You know what I'm
He'll
saying?
get the carry here.
So you have
And
to
he works his
play
way through an
your
opening.
game.
Up
Don't worry
past the
about
35.
playing their game.
Nice run for
You already
8
know
on
that they
one.
want to go deep on you, right? Because that's where you just been getting burnt deep. That's the only way that they're going to hit 100 points on you. Unless you're getting one play short, he's getting burnt deep.
He's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's
So you
enough
just
to move the chains.
adjust accordingly. You know what I mean? There's no study guide for what you are doing, playing regs and whatnot. There's no study guide because
He's got his man
everybody
on the
that you
in
play
route.
against
Yes,
is going
take
to
it
play
in
the
over
same.
middle.
Everybody
This is
wants to
one of
play
those
that
throws
meta
where you're hoping you do
pros
most of the
like they're
damage
playing in
after the
MCS.
catch,
They
but
want to
give
play
credit
that
to
way.
the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on
see what I'm saying?
quickly, and there was
Take
nowhere
your
for him to
mind
go
out
after
of the
catch.
MCS
And he's
unless you're
pick
going
up
to
the first
actually
down.
grind
Across
and be a part of the
midfield and
MCS.
down at the 49.
See what I'm saying? If you are going to grind to be a part of the MCS, my camp is not going to help you do that because I am not a pro in Madden. You're going to have to join like a
They'll
camp
stay
or
on the
something
ground.
or some kind of
And a
club or
short
something
gain
like that.
there, down only
That
to
what
the
they do,
48.
that's all they do is lab and
Here's
talk
second
strategy.
and 9.
That's pro level stuff right there.
Now they'll set up to throw.
But if you just gonna
They'll get
enjoy
about 6
playing
before he's
regs,
taken down.
then play different
They'll come
than
up to
everybody else.
third
You know
and 3.
everybody's trying to play the meta. And if they're running gun bunch, this, that, and the third, there's ways of you just have to be consistent, bro.
Open
Just
man,
you
right side.
gotta
He's got
figure
it.
out
His 8th
your
reception.
how
On the
you're gonna
game.
play. That's
And
basically
good
what
for
it
a
is.
first
Don't
down.
go deep every time. Don't run the
Third
ball
downs,
all the
Mike,
time.
those are quarterback
Get a
downs.
healthy
Those are the
mixture
downs where
so
you tend to
they
find
do
yourself
not
in a
know what
must-pass
you're doing.
situation, and
It
that's
could be
where the
3rd
top
and 1,
guys in the league are still
and
capable
you
of
can be
overcoming it.
you can
So
do you can go
throw the
single
ball
back,
downfield, be accurate with the ball.
and you can bust them with
Winning
a
on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
and you can bust them with a play action
And he
that they
finds a little
never
bit of space.
saw
They'll
coming.
take this forward
All
for a
because you've been
gain of
busting their
4.
head on the run.
Here's a
Wait a
second
minute.
and
Today
6.
I lost a college league game, 126. What? Well, You playing up against a bunch of sweats, so
To the left
just
side, into the
no.
hands of
That's a
Franklin.
part of the game, bro.
That was not what they were hoping
That is a
for.
part of
He's
the
gonna
game.
go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one. 21 is the line to gain as
Know what I
we
mean?
hit third down.
When you getting into leagues and stuff like that, you got sweats.
And they're
You
gonna
got
track
to
him
know
down.
that.
He couldn't find the
have
receiver,
to know
and
that.
down he goes.
You
You
are
find
going to
yourself
run
trailing
into
coming out of
sweats.
the halftime
There-
break. Your
there's
defense
just
is going to
nothing-
start on the
There's
field.
nothing anybody's
And,
going to
man,
do about it
what
unless
a
you
great
keep
way to
sweats
get
out of
this
your
half
league.
started. Keep
But
this
how are you
game
going to do
within
that?
one possession, get the ball back to
Unless
your
you
offense,
close your
and
league
see what
off
they
to
can
only
do.
people that you know.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the
And
advantage.
if they bring
but
in
you
somebody,
want to
then
continue to apply pressure.
they got to know
Can you
this
score
person can't
every
be a
time
sweat.
get the ball?
You know what I mean?
They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and
You know
extend
me,
their lead.
sweats is a challenge, bro.
Marcus
That's a
Jones now
challenge.
to return.
I need help, bro.
And he'll work this one past the 25.
Nah,
to right about the
college is different
28-yard line.
than pro, bro.
The
I
Colts offense
know
ready for
nothing about the
their
college
first
realm
possession of
because you
this
got so
second
many
half.
damn styles.
The
You got so
deficit,
many
6
different.
points. The touchdown
You got so
here
much
would
going
be
on in
mighty
college.
nice for the offense. See what they
I-
can do on this drive.
College for me
First
is
and 10. 12 yards on
I don't
the
know, bro.
pickup,
It's
and
that's
a
hard.
first down.
That's hard.
They'll
that's-
come up
that's a
first
hard,
and 10 at the 40.
That's hard for me to give advice
From the
on
shotgun,
college
it's Travis.
because I know
Gets
very
there, and
little
down
about
he
it.
goes. A sack.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Oh, it's not my league, but the sweats. Hey, man,
On second down.
you
it's
signed up for
Travis.
the sweaty leagues,
Now he'll run.
so you
Well,
know
they'll
how they
get some
play.
of the sack
You
yards
know
back,
how
but it's
sweats
still
play.
gonna leave them with third down.
You know how sweats play, right? You know how they play. So all you need to do is just devise a game plan to slow them down. You're not gonna
Is
stop them.
Travis.
You're not gonna
They'll try to
stop
set
them
up
unless
the
you get
screen here.
lucky and get some
And a
picks.
good short tackle
Get
right
some
there.
pick
It
sixes,
stops him
and then
a
you get a
good
couple
distance
stops and
short
you
of
run the
marker.
clock, and then you end up
It
winning
sets
by a
up
couple
fourth down.
touchdowns or something. That's basically it. But
The Colts
how
about
often
to
does
kick
that
this one away.
happen? You know what I mean? You can't be dependent on that. Because if you get dependent on something like that, you're gonna
touchback and will come out to the 20-yard
you're gonna hurt your own feelings.
The Eagles offense ready to get back to work. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, right up the
No one
middle,
open, he'll
wide open.
Drop it to his running back. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Yeah,
Every defense in the league might
it's
face
good
stress
to
the
not
importance
turn
of
down the
defending
challenge,
the middle of the field. And in this
but it
case,
is
that's
also
just too much
smart
room to
not to
operate. They
stretch
have to
yourself
find a way to
thin.
close and cloudy up those windows.
If
Make
you
the
are a part of
quarterback
5
throw the ball
leagues,
to the
that's too many, bro.
When you allow him to operate
3
in there,
tops.
especially with that much
3
space,
leagues
you're gonna make for
tops.
a long day.
He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense.
Because
Nowhere to go with
nobody
the ball
other
for this
than
quarterback.
maybe a
He's
handful of
forced to
people
pull it down and turn
have
into a runner.
photographic memory
Little slow
to where you
reaction,
can
and he's able
remember
to
your
actually pick up a
opponents
pretty good game.
in your division in whatever specific league that you're in. That's probably why you're having the issue
And he's into a
with
slot
college,
to
because
avoid
you
the
probably
contact. Does
in
so successfully,
I'm going
and
to
it's
go
a
on a
first
limb
down.
and say you're in at least 7
That'll be a
leagues.
first down.
How close am
gain
I?
of 10. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Handoff here, up the middle, and a good run there on 2nd down. A pickup of 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is caught.
My guy was wide open.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
My guy was wide
All week
open.
we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to,
My guy
in order
was
to get a
wide
downfield shot,
open.
you have to have time. And what a great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket. Let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball. And that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
To the end zone. It's intercepted.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. But it still leaves 3rd and short. Looking out of the gun, it's Travis. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
That was a nice pass.
So we are through 3. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now a give on the ground. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Putting the tight end in motion. 2nd down. Travis. He'll go underneath here, the running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 3rd down, 3 to go. One of the tight ends in motion right. Travis from the gun on the pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it. Not exactly sure what the issue was there, Mike. I mean, from this distance, you don't expect the ball to be short. I mean, at least get it there. But in this case, he hits the crossbar, and the ball bounces back.
The home team's offense ready to get back at it. It's been 2 weeks and 2 strong performances in this preseason so far. The backup's going to try to finish things off here. Not much happening there, just a short game. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Here's a 2nd and 9. He keeps it himself. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Philadelphia.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
Oh, nice block.
1st down run. And a good job
and that dude got
following
popped.
his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Really running the ball.
Now this time they'll look to throw. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. They motion the slot man left. A pickup there of 13. Good for an Eagles first down. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away.
Rocketed that out.
It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front. The defense is willing to just give up that run every single time. I mean, they're going to leave guys as far back as they can to protect the sticks. And in this case, flow to the ball, make an open field tackle, get off the field.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Eagles will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Travis. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter, with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Now, a second down throw for Travis. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Things certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they got to get some defensive stops.
On first down, it's Travis to throw. That'll be caught. It's the rookie from Michigan State. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They bring a tight end in motion left. To throw is Travis. That's a short one caught by Sinnott. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Over the middle, it's Harrison. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Now Travis. Go right back to Harrison. He's got him again. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here's Travis. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially, that it's not too serious. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Throwing is Travis. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert.
That's the whole point right there, bro.
It's going to be 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rush.
And now, after that last play, the challenge flag is out, and we will get a review right here. They're looking both at the feet to see if 2 were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down. So that challenge, a successful one. The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. So the field goal makes it a 1-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. He fields it at the 8. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10.
So they made it harder job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game. Though.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4.
Oh, hold on. Back.
To throw. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's gonna.
I can't see. I just see no trade clause. I can't open it up.
On 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
I can't open it up to make it bigger. I just see like a no trade clause. I guess Brock Purdy, and then 3 players, and on top of that, 3 players, and look like 3 picks.
Inside the 45. And now at 152,
you got to be realistic with your picks and what you're asking.
There as they take a timeout. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll stick with him again. Well, they weren't going to get him the 2nd time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. The Colts will signal for their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
All right, those of y'all that are on the East Coast, you will catch the Bengals.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll only manage to pick up
versus the Chargers.
And that leads
those
to 3rd
of you
down.
that are on the Midwest and the East or the West Coast, you guys will catch the Raiders and the Commanders next on CGN.
Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win here for the Eagles as they move to 2-0 in this preseason, getting that second win here in week 2. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico.
Yeah, he's going to retire as a Ram.
Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from South Philly.
RFL came in like a hot Miami storm in the mist, creeping on the field.
Las Vegas Raiders lurking.
Black suits, smooth game, historic names on the wall. But in the RFL, it's about the rookie of the day, be the legends of tomorrow.
Real football league.
The fans shout out loud. One dot, one hit, one sack, one pick, second string on the bench, got the post, get the win. When the pressure turns up, the X Factors come out, both ready to attack. Cave Game Network, watch the whole place crack. Real football league,
The RFL.
real football league.
The RFL.
Raiders, Bengals, Eagles, Packers, and Colts. Who wants it tonight? Star players rise, superstars are here to shine.
X Factor players rise.
When the game get locked, who steps up tonight? REL came in like a coupe, Virginia storm in the midst, dying in the lane. Las Vegas Reapers lurking, sharp suits, cold game. Historic names on the wall, but in the REL it's about who's then now. Role players in the gray smoke, can they answer loud? One pass, one stop, one rebound, one spark. Bench mob, got the pulse when the pressure turns dark. Top dogs in the dead are both ready to attack. Cave Game and Network, watch the whole place crack. RBL is live tonight. RBL is live tonight.
Boom, storm, reapers, bombers.
Who wants it tonight? Role players rise, stars hit to shine.
Role players rise.
When the stars get locked, who lights up tonight?
Quarterbacks got glide, linebackers got bite. Every defensive back got a reason. Every defensive lineman thinks that it is quarterback season.
Yeah, Eagles with the flow, Colts with the catch, Raiders on the chase, but Packers steal it back. Historic heroes pass down, now the young ones call. Can the quiet names make the loudest call?
If the stadium shakes,
Who stays calm?
if the play breaks down,
Who brings the star?
not just legends,
Not just hype.
it's the X Factors that changes the game.
Real football league.
The RFL.
Real football league.
The RFL.
Raiders, Bengals, Eagles, Packers, and Colts. Who wants it tonight? Star players rise, superstars are here to shine. Here to shine, here to shine. Superstars are here to shine.
It's week 2 of the NFL preseason.
NBA The Run,
where
you
depth
said?
charts and playbooks will be
Probably
put to the
not.
test. It's the reigning Super Bowl
To be
champs
honest.
and the Commanders, and it's coming up next on EA Sports. We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. We thank you for joining us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It is week 2 of the preseason. Greg, as the coaches get ready for this one, you never know a preseason game was what we were preparing for. There was a focus and intensity after getting on the field for the first time as a unit in week 1.
You're exactly right, Mike. We had an opportunity to meet with these coaches, and from the way they talked, you would have thought this was week 10 of the regular season. And I think really what it boils down to, this is another great opportunity to have your player.
All right, here we go, guys. Game 2, our doubleheader.
One in the books. Who's going to stand out here? Very important week for some. Week 2 of the preseason, and we're off on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching
That was
staff.
a very dangerous pass
Everyone
against his
is better
defense.
as the result of him being your quarterback.
Here's a first carry for the man from Kentucky, Ray Davis. And nothing doing on that run. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. We have an early third down coming up. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. The Commanders about to send this one away. Back deep, Anthony Gould. This one fielded out beyond the 25. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his third year in the league.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with designed runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes,
Raiders bell cow is hurt.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Throwing now from the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a first down. They'll look to throw. He's going to air this one out. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good
I thought he
job
caught that.
defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. He finds Bell. That's caught. And they'll work this close to a first down. Maybe
That was one heck of a
just
catch.
tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Bell is the man in motion. They'll try and run here with Benson. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Raider first down.
Each week coming into the game, every team in the league, Mike, places a huge emphasis on success on their opening drive. But the key to that is sustaining possession, converting on 3rd down. It's exactly what they were able to do here, keeping the ball on the ground.
And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
I'll be back in there.
Now a handoff running right. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Here now, 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He'll try to run for it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the defense has it. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Williams. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange. On the handoff, it's Davis. And it'll be marked down up around the 18-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think you just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On the return is Gould. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Raiders offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. And that'll be a pickup of 3. 2nd and 7. They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw, taken in, and that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. Now, faking the give. He's to the 15. No touchdown, but they are close. Gonna be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
So the big play.
That was a nasty dot.
And now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. This defense back up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. Now here's 2nd and goal.
Play action.
They'll go with him again. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll run.
In there that time.
And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Vegas.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. but it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it up. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Commanders' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. A pass complete to the tight end, Evan Ingram.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot.
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing is Williams. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Here's Tress Way now as he's on to punt for Washington. This brought in out past the 20. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
Wow.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. 3rd and long. Back to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here.
Oh, go, go, go.
And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. We are through 1. It's the Raiders with the early lead. More after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So that'll bring up 4th down, and that'll bring on Rigoberto Sanchez to punt.
Rigoberto Sanchez.
Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. And
good catch.
hang on through the contact.
He dropped it.
It's incomplete. What a good
thought he
job
caught that.
defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And
Wow.
it'll be 2nd down. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And If they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
23 yards on that pass play. First down, Washington. To throw is Williams. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Throw it again. It's Williams. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7. Throwing again, Williams. Quick throw here is complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard. He'll try the right side this time. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield. Here's a 3rd down and 4. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. That's his 3rd catch of this first half and good enough for a first down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll run on 2nd down. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got it at the 3. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. They'll indeed go. It's Williams.
Got him.
Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
The ball comes out.
Wow.
And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Now,
That's
obviously,
crazy.
there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Commanders' offense ready for this next possession. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Higgins sent in motion.
Good
Going
run.
back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Williams. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. To throw, it's Williams. He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on 3rd down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. Off play action. Here's Williams. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out? And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Brown now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. He finds Bell. That's caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. 2nd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. And that's going to be a 1st down.
Okay.
A
Bell.
pickup of 9.
Catching dots across
Now
the
the
middle.
Raiders going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. Now they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. That is intercepted. Picked off by Cam Taylor-Britt.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
He ran that route for him.
The Commanders' offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. He'll get this out to his running back. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. as the clock stops, 50 seconds to play until halftime. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Now Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Williams. Inside the 10, it is caught. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ball sitting at the 7, 1st and goal. We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. And he will score. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Commanders. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
Oh.
He'll work
I
his
thought he
way
was gonna
across
bounce to
the
the outside.
25-yard line.
Go!
The Raiders offense going to take over here in the
31
last minute
seconds.
of this first half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick throw, taken in. Now timeout Vegas. That is their 2nd. The clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break. Back to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. Here's Rigoberto Sanchez now, as he's on to punt for the Raiders. This is taken at his own 30. Oh, how about that hit? Wow. He took a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
I guess it's a sack party.
So we are at halftime in this preseason matchup, as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Back to you and Greg in just a moment. Want to remind everyone, this is week 2 of the preseason. These two teams will have one more tune-up after this next week, before the regular season gets started on the Thursday following Labor Day.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Charlie Jones now to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Raiders offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's Thompson Robinson. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now give up the middle. It's Benson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. It is 3rd and 10. Thompson Robinson to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
The Raiders send their punt team out, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's 3rd and 7. Now, faking the give. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Commanders set to kick this one away as this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Start out with a run, and it's Benson. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll get that to his tight end. That's Ja'Tavion Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Back to throw. Thompson Robinson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He'll drop this one down to the fullback. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down. On the handoff, this is Benson. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's DTR. To the outside, complete to Johnson. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. from the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. First down and goal. On play action, he'll set up to throw.
Oh, I thought he was going to catch that.
It is
I thought
incomplete.
he was going to catch that.
There's
That
a
would have been
fine
nice.
line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. Well, after the failures of the first and second down, you got to look now at your third down call sheet. Every play caller has a section, must-have-it plays, critical downs. I say this one falls in that category, and we'll see what they have up their sleeve.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection. So touchdowns are always the primary goal of every drive, but when you find yourself down 3 here in the second half, you've just got to find a way to tie the game up, and they were able to do that here.
This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at the 25, and the drive will begin there. The home team's offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're all even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Oh, a loose football.
Wow.
One of the Raiders has got it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw, Thompson Robinson. A throw, left side, caught by Sanders.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Sanders. And he's into the end zone. Jatavion Sanders. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. They're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast.
That dude got hit.
Right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They'll stick with him again. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. DTR to throw. He's going to air this one out for Jones. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Thompson Robinson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
The Raiders have their punt team out there. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The home team's offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground, and that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. You hope against hope here in the preseason, especially that it's not too serious. 3rd down and 9. Now they'll set up to throw.
Oh, that's a dive.
Over the middle and take it in.
That's a nasty dive.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. From out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw here is complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. EA Sports back for more from the NFL preseason after this. Here we go. 3rd and a yard.
1. And look like
Nope, they didn't get it. Up on the ground. Trying to drive his way
hesitated.
forward. I think he
cut
is
up
short,
field
and
he
he
got
is.
It. But he hesitated, just went back outside, and then tried to go back inside. Nope.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
Getting the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down. Boy, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1. Handoff here, up the middle. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now this time they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down, and here comes 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
The Raiders offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. First play of the drive, and here's Benson. And a minimal gain here, only to about the 31. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Benson. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up. And that is incomplete.
Oops, my bad.
To that ball, you see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot. And I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
The Commanders offense ready to get back at it. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do, if that's the case, is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it, and they're going to do that with excellent field position. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got his tight end, Sanders.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And he's into the end zone.
That's tutty.
That might be the knockout punch. Jawan Johnson. Touchdown, Raiders. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Fairbairn able to add the extra point, and the Raiders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, And this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense headed back to take over once more. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Now here's another ball that's intercepted.
Wow.
And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
To the air now on 1st and 10.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Here's Thompson Robinson. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Benson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. They'll go again with Benson. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down. Thompson Robinson to throw. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Jack Gibbons.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally, the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. First and 10. From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll look to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he will slide down with the 1st down for the moment, but there is a penalty flag on the play.
Wow. Wow.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. but they will turn it over on downs. The Raiders offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And now, following the desperation turnover on downs, they're going to start with it 1st and goal. Here's a run. Down to the 4, it'll be 2nd and goal. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. The motion man is Sanders. He slams it in there, and he is in. Trey Benson. Touchdown, Vegas. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders are going to extend their lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Major collapse.
Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Quick throw, taken in. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9. And 3rd down coming up. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Chamari Connor.
Frankly, Mike, a disaster. I don't know how else to classify it. I mean, that's now 5 turnovers, 3 coming through the air. You're just not going to win games at this level playing and giving the ball away.
The Raiders offense ready to take over once again. It's been 2 weeks and 2 strong performances in this preseason so far. The backup's going to try to finish things off here. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.
All right, guys. I appreciate y'all being here. Appreciate you guys watching RFL. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to make sure that you get the notifications when we do go live. Next time we do go live. Appreciate y'all being here. This is the property of CGN. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Or 2 more in the morning.
So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night from just outside our nation's capital.
In reality, it is a man's true destiny, which is always within himself. Explore your future. Explore your future. Explore your future.